the blackout man in the basement delivering another dumb hashtag video. Evidently, this is what YouTube wants my videos to be labeled as. It doesn't also want to post them, by the way, because every time I've been posting them lately, it's put up a label that said, "This is private right now. You have to." I have to like take the time to try to repost it. But anyway, we're talking about Deadwood, the movie. I don't know how I got sidetracked so much there. Apologies with the great Timothy Oliphant and Ian McShane, among other actors. And we're dealing with a great Western. We finally got a conclusion to one of those great series that's an ensemble cast based around a place. It's always a good thing to do something like that. It's a different way of handling biz, if you will. And we got the great Bullock himself back. We got Al Swearingen back. We got everybody, man. They waited till they could get everybody back. They got Utter back. They got everybody back. And it was a satisfying conclusion. Hearst was back again himself too, and all the things that happened. Let's see. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give you like everything that happened. Basically, we touch base with everybody. Hearst is kind of about to try to buy the land from Utter. Utter decides not to sell it because his whole life he's sort of trying to get it, and that was what they'd worked for. That's what him and Bullock speak on, and then he's basically found murdered, and they're trying to people are trying to frame a young African American or an older African American gentleman who was sitting there fishing, who was a friend of his by the lake, and all the while it was, of course, Mr. Hearst himself and his goons, one of which is Patrick Swayze's brother in real life. I noticed. I think it's kind of a interesting thing. Oh, my secondary fridge is starting to go off, man, because I'm pimping it. I'm gangsta. I got the double. I got the double. I got the double cup. Got the double. Sorry, I got carried away. But I'd give Deadwood a pretty good rating. I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. I also am very happy that I got a chance to finish it off because, they had canceled it or they had finished it off, and Oliphant had moved on to be on Justified, another great show. And it's just good when they go back and finish something. It's fan service, and delivering fan service is not a bad thing. Wink, wink for the problems with subverting expectations over on HBO's end when it comes to like Game of Thrones and whatnot. Well, they didn't do that here, so that's good. Nice happy ending. He stayed with his wife. He didn't end up with the other love interest in the movie, or on the show, excuse me. It was a movie this time, but she was the other love interest, who was a teacher lady, had come back and didn't end up together. A lot of good stuff. Good stuff. It's good to see that he stayed with her. It was nice to see his deputy get married, have a birth, all sorts of good stuff. Highly rated, highly underrated, highly rated by me. Check it out. Deadwood. Adios. Have a good one. HBO.